Hi, everybody. I'm Hope, and I blog over at Teach with Hope. If you don't know who I am a new to first grade teacher after being in third grade for several years. And on all of my social media platforms and my blog, it's just my goal to bring teachers together to inspire one another, to lift one another up, and just find hope in all that we do. And, we have those days where as teachers, we're, totally just doubting ourselves and feeling like nothing is going right. And just feeling like we're not the best teachers that we could be. And then we have those days where everything's just going perfect. We really rocked that lesson or whatever, and we can't believe that we ever doubted ourselves. And so when we are having those days, that's when we need to come together and share and inspire and lift one another up. And so that's what I try to do. That's what I try to bring to you and encourage you to bring to one another. So today I'm here to share a back to school post with you with a couple of ideas for some icebreakers. And so I think the icebreakers, are really important, and they help kids get to know one another. But one thing about the icebreakers that I'm going to share with you today is there's kind of like this tier with them. So the first one I'm going to share with you is just kind of really comfortable for kids. They don't have to, they don't have to feel super vulnerable. They know what's coming. They're not, getting up and going and talking to other kids and having to find somebody to talk to, those types of things. So it's just going to be this whole group, really comfortable feeling. So the first one that I do is called Pick a Stick. It's super simple. And I have a little printable that I included for you here that just kind of shows it's editable, which I try to do with almost everything that I share with you guys so that you can make it your own and make it work for your classroom. So what I do is you can put these in a paper bag, or you can just kind of cover them up and have kids close their eyes and pick a stick or whatever. You can use straws, or you can even use colored popsicle sticks, whatever you want. And so they pull a stick out at random, and whatever color they get, there's a question that goes with it. So with the blue question, there's something like, tell us one thing that you did that was a lot of fun this summer. And then you go around to the next kid and they say their name and they pull out, yellow, and they say what their favorite food is. Okay. And so you have the prompts posted so that kids can start kind of thinking about if I pull yellow, I need to share my favorite food. So I need to be thinking about what that is. So it's nice that they know what to expect. That it just comes around to them one time or two times or however many times you want to go around. Usually I only have enough time to go around the circle and just hear from each kid their name and something about them once. But it goes pretty quickly. And like I said, it's not, super high anxiety or anything like that. So it's a great one for that first day or those first couple of hours for school. So that is Pick a Stick. And like I said, there's a download for you that you can go in and you can edit the colors, you can edit the questions, just to make it work for you. Or you know what, just write them on a chart. Keep it simple for yourself. Don't make yourself have any more work than you need to. And you can use lots of different things for that. I had a friend say that she used M&Ms, which is great, and I told her she should do it at the end of the day so she can send them home sugared up. No, don't do that. So the next one is Getting to Know a Friend with Math. And this one is a little bit more, it's one-on-one, it's a little more involved, and they can switch from partner to partner. So my son loves to play kind of like a spin on rock, paper, scissors when we're, out to eat or things like that, and we're just trying to kill some time. So they partner up you can partner them up, or they can choose a partner or whatever, and they kind of do a rock, paper, scissors thing. So they go 1, 2, 3, shoot. Or you might do something different than shoot. And they can hold up no fingers. They can hold up 1, 2, or 3 fingers. So the most that they can get with the combination of both partners is 6. So they add them up. You can, like I said, everything I share with you is always editable. So in those upper grades, if I were doing, probably not third grade because I haven't learned multiplication at this time of year, but fourth grade, you might change it to where they have to multiply the numbers. So you might change this to the product instead of the sum. So you can totally go in there and do that. So the kids, they add the combination of both of their hands, whatever they put out there, right? And then with the sum, there's just different little prompts that they share with one another. So if they both hold up 0, they share something that they like to watch. If they have a combination, like one of them holds up a 1 and one of them holds up a 2, they have a sum of 3, they share something about their family, okay? So there's just all of these different things, but it's more one-on-one, and they're learning about, a new friend, right? So, and then the 6, I like this one because they just have to think of something that they have in common. And at the end, I, will ask our volunteers to share like, who did you have something in common with? And do you remember their name and those types of things? So it's a lot of fun. And we'll play this several times. So I'll have them work with the same partner, because it's pretty quick, when you're going like 1, 2, 3, right? It goes pretty quickly. So they can play several rounds. So I'll let them do like 5 or so minutes, and then we'll swap to a new partner. And so they get to know a lot of new friends. They go out to recess, making connections and finding somebody that they can play with and they feel comfortable with. And now they're starting to come out of their shell more and more. So there's 2 different icebreakers so far. So they pick a stick and then making friends with math, just a couple super simple ones. And the last one, I don't have a printable for you, but I did it. So I took a equity class over the last year. And one of the things that we did, it was so much fun, even for us as adults who, dread those icebreakers. I don't remember if there was a name for it, but I just decided to call it Master in the Middle. So what you do is you can either have kids, you don't need this anymore. You can either have kids make a circle, so a big circle, and bring their chairs over. Okay, they have to bring their chairs. Or you can keep them, depending on how your classroom is set up, you can have them stay at their desks or their tables. But what you have to do is take away 1 chair. So there has to be 1 less chair than there is a person, okay? So you have all the kids, but there's 1 missing chair. So the teacher might volunteer to be in the middle first. So as the teacher, I would say, my name is Mrs. Newport, and I have 2 pets, okay? And everybody who has 2 pets has to get up and swap chairs. They can't go to the same chair, so they get up really quick and they have to find a different chair. But there's 1 less chair than there are people. So 1 person is now going to be the master in the middle. And so that master in the middle has to think of something that they want to say. So they might go up there and they might say, my name is Joey and my favorite color is green. So everybody whose favorite color is green gets up really quickly and they have to find a different chair to sit in. And then there will be a different kid, hopefully not Joey again, a different kid who's now master in the middle. And kids, you start off just telling them, like, think of something about yourself that you want to share. So you're going to say your name and then 1 thing about you, maybe somewhere you've gone on vacation, a favorite food that you have, a book that you read that you loved, or a show that you watch, whatever, something that you want to share and that you want us to learn about you. And it can be as simple as you want it to be. So they're kind of thinking of that, so that takes some of the stress off of them as well. So those are just 3 super simple, super easy, quick icebreakers. And like I said, they kind of, get a little bit more in depth, where kids are getting more comfortable and they're coming out of their shell more. So hopefully you found something new here. And if you have some icebreakers that you've tried, that you love, that help kids get to know one another and get comfortable in their new classroom, please share them with us here, because we would love to get inspired by you. Thanks.